know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. Yeah, you know what it is. Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow.
Hi guys, what's up? This is 9S8 here, and today I will be showing you a guide on how to Stun-Alch, which is one of the fastest ways to get 99 Mage, but also save some money. Alright guys, so the first thing you need is you need level 80 Mage and be able to cast the magic thing called Stun, which requires 12 Earth Runes, 12 Water Runes, and 1 Soul Rune. Now, if you have a Mystic Mud Staff or a Mystic Battle Staff, this will cover for your Earth and Water Runes. But you also need Fire Runes and Nature Runes to do the Stun-Alch with it, or you'll just be stunning. But Stun-Alch gives you a ton more experience per hour, and you're basically doing the same amount of time, but just getting extra experience. So I highly advise. Alright, so as you see here, I have 2,000 Soul Runes, 11,000 Fire Runes, and 2,000 Nature Runes. I also have my Mystic Mud Staff, and I'm ready to go. But you also need minus 65 Magic at least. At least negative 65 Magic attack bonus, or you will not cast Stun every time on the thing that you cast it on. You will not cast it every time unless you have negative 65 Magic attack bonus. So what I suggest wearing is Rune with the Kite Shield and some range equipment, which really helps and it makes it negative. But you need at least negative 65 Mage attack bonus to do it properly. Okay, so now that you have everything set up, there are many places that you can Stun-Alch in. But today I'm only going to be showing you one here, and I will show you some other spots on the map where you can go if you don't want to do where I'm doing it at. So first off, what you want to do is, since I'm starting at Port Phasmatis, or whatever the hell you call it, I stay here because I farm and I have my herbs and everything close. So what you want to do is, normally I try to stay a little bit ahead over here so I can get this right in the corner, and then I'll cast it on one of these cows and get them pulled over here, and then it should pull them over here. Hold on, little bastard. Here he comes. Anyways, once you get him over here, I try to keep them as close as I can to my magic spell so I can cast more per hour. So once you do it, you're going to want to cast it on him, and then click this twice. Repeat. Cast on him, click this twice. Just like this. After a while, you may not be used to it at first, but after a while you will get into the hang of it, and you can get around 175,000 experience per hour doing this method. I highly suggest doing this because I do have 91 Mage, and this is one of the best ways that I found out to raise my magic level besides just alching. But if you do have Sacred Clay items, which I mean I don't really suggest because you need a lot of them, but if you do have Sacred Clay items, you can get around 350,000 experience per hour doing this method if you're fast at it. Alright, so now I'm going to show you a couple other places that you can do Stun-Alching in, since I just showed you how to do it. So the place that I normally go to is northwest of Port Phasmatis, right here at the farm patch with the cows here. But another good place is in El Kharid, right here where the mining spot is. You can sit on the edge right here and cast onto the scorpions down below. Or what you can do is you can go to Lumbridge and run this way up here to the cows and just cast it on them over there, or the chickens down here. Then if you don't want to do that, then you can stand right here and stand in Edgeville and cast it on the skeletons across the wilderness ditch or wall. And another place is you can stand at Stealing Creation on the side right here, and there's black unicorns over here, and you can cast Stun on them and High Elk there too also. Another place that a lot of people go to is in Yanal or Yanal, whatever the hell you call it. inside the Wizards Guild, if you go downstairs, there's a place where there's a ton of skeletons behind a cage, and a lot of people go down there and do it. But it just all basically depends where you want to do it and how you're feeling or what mood you're in for the day, basically. Alright, guys. So, basically, this way you can lose a nice amount of money per hour. And, I mean, if you have money to blow, then fuck yeah. Go and you fucking do this shit and you get it done. You get 9 mage or whatever mage level you want. And you get that shit plowed through. But if you don't have a lot of money, like a lot of people do, then there is alternative ways to do it. So what I do is, even though I have money, I still farm, because farming is an amazing skill, and it takes me around 5 to 7 minutes per hour, and I make around 150k per hour. But also it only requires the 5 to 7 minutes, and I can do something completely else while they're growing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what I do for one patch, and I'll show you what else I do in a second. But what I do for one patch is I get 2 super composts, I have magic cicatriers, and I wield those because they give you 10% more experience per everything that you grow when you harvest them. So I'm using toad flax right now, but my farming level is 75. But toad flax make a great deal of money, and I'll show you in a second. So there's 8 herbs, and once you get them, just use them on Tool Leprechaun. He notes them. So far I got 8 from this one plant. 9, 10, 11. Normally the average is around like 7. Whenever you use super compost, it helps them from dying a lot, which they really never die. And you can get anywhere from 5 to 15 of them. So once I do that, I got 11 herbs from my toadflax plant, and then I go pick my marigolds. Use the super compost on this. Then plant the seeds, drop the buckets, note the marigolds, and then after I do that, I teleport to my house, and I go through my Camelot teleport. And once I go to my Camelot teleport, I go and harvest my patch there, and I go to my coconut tree in Catherby, and then I run to the shipyard that is south of the Catherby Bank. Then I take that to Brimhaven. Once I get to Brimhaven, I harvest my coconut tree. Then I go up, I take a boat back to south of Arduin or whatever they're called, and then after that I run up to the patch, get that patch, and then I teleport with my explorer's ring to Drainer Village in the cabbage spot, and then I run up and harvest that. But I make a great deal of money, like just off of that right now. I put this in, so I put 1.8k in, and I end up getting 61k back. So I mean, it's great money, and that's only off one patch. I do 4 patches and 4 fruit trees, so you make a great deal of money. I will also be making a farming guide for all of you who want to learn how to farm and everything, and I will be getting 76 farming pretty soon. I have 114 experience left. I'll have 76 actually. And I hope you guys like this video. Comment, rate, subscribe. I'll be coming out with more. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day.
This is a 412 exclusive. When I pulled off the lot, that's done. Reppin' my town when you see me